Washer to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now here come the Cowboys. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. The slot man in motion right. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. Devontae Freeman is shifting. This doesn't pay off here in short yardage. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tyson Jackson in there to sack him for a loss of 6. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And that's caught by Smith. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. Looking to throw. His throw incomplete. Well, to switch gears, the trade deadline looming, and New England and Cleveland got in on the act as the Patriots shipped Jamie Collins, the linebacker, to the Browns.
I have to admit that for me, this is a major league shocker because of the way Jamie Collins adapted and fit into the defense in New England. They used him all over the place. There were even plays where it looked like he would line up at safety in certain situations, let alone play linebacker and chase plays down. He's going to Cleveland. That'll help the Browns instantly with his versatility.
Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And now the rookie's free. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Now it's the backup, Romo. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. While we have a pause here, it's hard to believe, but already halfway through the NFL season.
How about what New England's done already? At 7-1, and remember, they had to get Tom Brady back. They barely missed a beat. They are setting the pace, and people think right now they may be the best team in the league. Dallas, did you expect them to only have one loss at this stage of the season? What they're doing in the NFC East, that's pretty remarkable, especially with a rookie quarterback. And then you have to take a good look at Atlanta, leading the pace in the NFC South. And finally, Oakland, 6-2 right now. Teams you worry about a little bit, Carolina and Arizona. We thought they'd be a little bit better right now.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Throwing on third down. Romo finding time. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goals...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. To Freeman. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on third down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. They come up in an offset eye. Coleman, room here to run. That one good for 14 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. We got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Come on, let's go!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Surveying the field. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. And even 60 yards. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run to the right side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. They'll come out in the pistol. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. And the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get hooked and let a running back get outside. Because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Freeman again, a first down carry. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Second down following the run. They come up in an offset eye. Jones now in motion left. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hey, you got 3 guys.
They'll run it. Freeman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They run. Devontae Freeman. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working? Because we'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
One man in the backfield, Elliott.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Here we go! 38!
Now Prescott. And that is incomplete here. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
He's got his man. It's Williams. They give him 12 yards and a first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. He's got daylight. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They'll come out in the pistol.
Red 38! Red 38! Ohio! Check.
Here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Deion Jones in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Come on, let's go. 190. 190.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He was looking for Terrence Williams that time, and it's 3rd and short. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
190. We got 4.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's caught by Beasley. 8 yards there and a 1st down.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They'll drop the throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, with that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Here's Coleman. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Nice play, baby. Nice play.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They come out here in the I. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 7 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. This is Freeman. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Freeman trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Back now in Atlanta. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. This is Coleman. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Here we go.
Out of the Wildcat, a wide receiver carry. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
To throw on 2nd down is Romo. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now Prescott out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And quickly, they get to the line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Jason Witten, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Check. Let's go. Brand 38. 45.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Here's Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get low. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Lance Dunbar punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And there, the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then action. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, they'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
And here now come the Falcons. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Jones will come now in motion right. They toss to Freeman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put them.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here's the option going right. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Okay, I'm giving credit and then some on this call. When it's 4th and that many, you know that 99% of the coaches are throwing the football. In this case, though, they figured the defense was playing the pass, took a chance, ran the ball, and picked up the first down.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now it's 2nd and 7. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The offense is in total control right now. And while they don't want to be in anything close to a hurry-up, They want to make sure they do things with discipline now. Get to the line of scrimmage, line up correctly, take time off the clock, snap the ball late in the play clock, and run the game out.
Here's Freeman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Coleman now. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take it?